would like to introduce Naomi Leipold. She is the Basic Supports Project Manager for United Way. So I'd like to introduce Naomi. I believe she is around the corner. Hi, Naomi. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Come on in. Oh, I love your outfit. You look great. So you are the Basic Supports Project Manager for United Way, and United Way and Go Local Prov have teamed up to identify emerging leaders within the community. And you are our next emerging leader. So I'd like to talk to you just a little bit about, if you can tell us what you do with United Way, what your role is there.
Yeah. So at United Way of Rhode Island, I'm the project manager for Basic Support. So basically, I help with housing initiatives within the organization and also with partnerships with other agencies in the state to ensure that all families in Rhode Island have a safe, healthy, and affordable place to live.
Oh, that's amazing. Mm-hmm. So you've spearheaded United Way's advocacy to increase affordable housing in Rhode Island. And talk to me a little bit about why that's so important to you.
So, as you know, Rhode Island has a very tight rental market, and also recent graduates also, compared to other states, we have a harder time purchasing our first-time home. A lot of low and moderate income families also are housing cost burden, meaning they spend more than 30% of their income on going to housing. So what that means is that's less money for food, for medical care, for after-school programs, for transportation. So it really hurts families. So it's a very important cause to work on. So yeah, that's why I'm involved.
And you've done quite a bit in this effort to bring affordable housing to Rhode Islanders. Tell me just a little bit about your efforts and why you think it's so important and why that makes you an emerging leader.
So why that makes me an emerging leader?
Or just a leader in the community.
Yeah, so I've lived in a lot of different places throughout my life, but Rhode Island has been one of those states where I've had the chance to meet a lot of smart, talented, caring people, and by that I mean they care about their communities and causes that are greater than themselves. So I'm very lucky to know a lot of them. I do several volunteer opportunities and also serve on boards, but one of them is the New Leaders Council, for example, and we help ensure that other talented folks that really want to contribute to our communities have the space and opportunity to do so. So I like to believe that I'm making a difference by contributing so that others have the opportunity and to share their gifts with the community.
Yeah, and you've really done a lot. Your efforts have been noticed. Let's talk a little bit about becoming an emerging leader, because you have done so much in the community. Tell me a little bit about what you've learned from your successes and what you've learned from your failures.
Yeah, that's a big question.
I know, it's tough.
I know. I think as females, I've really learned how to actively build confidence and feeling that it's okay to reach for something, reach for goals. So I had to actively teach myself that. Other than that, being a leader, I'm starting to learn that it's not really about how much you can influence other people, but how much space and you can make for others so that they reach their fullest potential, if that makes sense.
Oh, that definitely makes sense. And I think that's an excellent point to make, allowing others to kind of build themselves up.
Yeah.
Giving them the opportunity to notice what they are good at and allowing them to make room for themselves.
Yeah.
That's an excellent point. Let's talk a little bit about what you think one thing you feel everyone can do to help move our state forward.
Anything? Well, I don't know. Never assume what a person's been through. You never know what they've been through. You've never walked in their shoes. So give a second, a thought, or breathe before, even in traffic, before you honk that horn. Like small things like that. Take a deep breath before you make a judgment.
I think that's great advice for every day. right?
To myself too, yeah.
Yeah, we can all take that advice. Just walking down the street or even in traffic. It's funny. There's a comic that says we all get super angry in traffic, and you would never say what you say in your car, and then you would say to someone's face, right? I forget which comic that is.
Yeah.
But it's so true because you can say things in the heat of the moment that you would never say to someone's face, right? So just being able to take a deep breath and try not to judge people. Talk to me about who your most important mentor has been.
You know what? I've been fortunate enough to have many different ones. I mentioned I've really moved around a lot.
Yeah, you've traveled a lot.
Yeah, so
just living in different places.
Yeah, but the most meaningful mentors have been those that really believed in my potential. That kind of carved out space for me and telling me that you could do so much more and kind of pushed me that way. So those have been the most impactful mentors, and I'm very fortunate that I've had the most here in Rhode Island that have really paved the path forward for me.
So that's amazing, just being able to have someone who believes in you and gives you that confidence, and you just talked about having that self-confidence. Talk to me about, you've been here for a few years, talk to me about your favorite place to be in Rhode Island.
Jamestown, Beavertail, State Park. I like to go there when the sun rises, sit there on the rock. There are a few people that are fishing out there, but just be there. It's a great place.
It's beautiful. It's hard to decide, too, which side you like better, right? Yeah. I'm always like, I like this side, the rocky side, and then I go over to the other side. I'm like, oh, no, I like this side better.
Yeah.
It's always difficult.
It's a hidden gem. It's really great.
Do you have a favorite book, or an inspiring book, or just a favorite, guilty pleasure book? Favorite book overall?
A favorite book? Oh, I have so many. I'm thinking I recently read a book called The Soul of an Octopus.
Oh.
It was very interesting. It talks about how octopus are really intelligent and they have souls and they like to play and just an amazing creature. So that's one that comes to mind.
Okay, so that's going to be on all of our reading lists next. I like that. Do you have a favorite restaurant in Rhode Island?
Oh, that's a tough one. Of course, what is that? El Rancho Grande. That's a great one. As a Japanese person, I found the best sushi is in Cranston at Ichiban.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Really good.
I'm a big sushi fan, and it's always hard to narrow down the best place to get sushi. So if that's the best place, I think I'm probably going to head there tonight.
Okay.
Because I'm going to visit some friends in Cranston tonight, so I might have to stop there on my way.
Okay.
Naomi, it's been such a pleasure to talk with you today as one of our emerging leaders. Before you go, can we grab a picture?
Sure.
Okay.